in the room, that is.
Also, for all the YouTube frogs, of course, watch part 1 if you didn't watch part 1 yet. Much needed. I will link it in the description. You already know. Now smash the bell! Bang!
Valve. It is a fascinating company with a tentacular influence. A fun fact about them is how scalable their business model
Let me make it a little bit louder now.
Driller.
is. Valve brings 33 times more gross revenue per employee than Amazon, and this is something they
My Drillaton.
Steam. Gross revenue per employee in millions! 11 million. Amazon, 0.3. The team is super small, but the amount of money that they rack in is ridiculous.
brings 33 times more gross revenue per employee than Amazon, and this is something they talked about. They have designed it that way. If there is money to be made efficiently, you can trust that Valve is gonna be right around the corner. In 2016, after the media started to catch up with what was happening around CSGO and gambling, if you remember Phantom Lord and Tim Martin, you know, bunch of good humans, Valve was forced to react, and they have addressed this now famous cease and desist letter towards those CSGO gambling websites, telling them to stop operating within 10 days, or they will take action.
Bro, do you know what's the most aware thing? Look, these sites were the ones that got targeted. CSGO Lounge, CSGO Big, CSGO Fast. Brother, correct me if I'm wrong, but CSGO Big, CSGO Fast, aren't they still around and still like sponsoring left and right people? Just operating normally? How are these sites still around if they got cease and desisted?
Right? That was 7 years ago. So, out of curiosity, I checked how many of these websites are still online today. You would think there would be none, but actually no, 5 of them are still here, operating like nothing ever happened. They still have CSGO in their name, they still accept deposit and withdraw with CSGO skins, and
bro, and I don't want to be that guy, but because I saw as well someone replying on the last video, oh, Ohne Pixel as well, it's one thing, because you don't support those sites, maybe that's why Valve, their Twitter account keeps retweeting your stuff. My friend, they couldn't give a fuck. Oh, sorry, they are not giving a fuck. Look at this, CSGO Big, sponsored by literally CSGO Big, a site that they ceased and desisted on the profile, sponsored by CSGO Big, csgobig.com/, and this. Yeah. First they liked one of my tweets and I was happy. Now just after 7 days, my birthday, they messaged me and gave me CS2 access. They do not care. And if you say, oh, but it's just a social media guy. Brother, you saw how little the team is. Everything that's happening related to CS when the tweet comes out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I would feel like that everybody is aware, or like somebody could say, oh, but look, isn't that a site we cease and desisted? They keep retweeting stuff that it absolutely doesn't matter. They don't. To my understanding, care at all.
they still use the Steam
I'm new to alerts. Sorry, if I miss anything afterwards. And kudos to everyone who's subbing during. Much love.
login API. What was the point of that letter? I don't know. What we do know is that technically, any use of the Steam API for commercial purposes is breaching their TOS. And recently, like 2 months ago, they updated their Steam online conduct policy to include that gambling is also prohibited. Following that, in the next month, about 100 plus traders that seem to be linked to gambling got banned for a hard loss of $10 million in skins. So every evidence seems to point towards the fact that Valve knows exactly what is going on around CSGO and gambling, but either they do not want to take action or they cannot take action. Either way, nothing changes. And now it is time to talk about the CSGO cases, and Counter-Strike, please hear me out. I know just how popular these things are, but let's look at it strictly from the facts. You're spending money to open one, something spins and the outcome is random, and the item you get in exchange can be 3 cents, just like 30,000. In fact, what is the first thing you're gonna do after unboxing an item that is a little bit rare?
Not check the price.
Right-click, sell on the community market, and check the price of what you've just unboxed. And if you
will do that? Okay. Nine, of course, jokes aside, cases are gambling as well. He's gonna get into it. Let's let him talk.
Really think about it. How different is it from the CSGO gambling websites we talked about earlier? Have you ever been asked to verify your age or your identity to open CSGO cases? So now, as I make my case, let's open a few. Most of the things that would be considered a problem for the CSGO gambling websites would also apply here. You can deposit with many methods, and you can also use the Steam gift cards, which are sold in many physical stores. So if you don't have a credit card, it's not a problem. The opening animation looks very similar to slot machines, and we even find similar mechanics like a near miss. Look. Here's one. You can spend how much you want and you won't trigger any alarm, and you can easily sell your winnings on the Steam market to get some more balance and gamble it again. Your age won't get verified and there isn't any self-exclusion feature. And on top of it, you can cash out your winnings to your bank account with the...
Is that true? Because I was thinking about this as well. Did someone ever try to like message support? Because I would really be interested in knowing what they say. Because he messaged some of the third-party case opening sites and they said, sorry, we don't have that feature. I wonder what Steam would say if you sent a ticket, hey, I want to self-exclude myself from opening CSGO cases. Is there a way? I wonder what they would respond with. You can't. Yeah. Can someone do that? I would love to see what they reply. And then put it on the Reddit or something.
Help of third parties. I am not describing an unregulated gambling website. I am talking about Counter-Strike. These are the features available to anyone who has access to the game, regardless of their age. In the month of March 2023, it's estimated that Valve made around $100 million in profit coming from CSGO cases. We know that because 39.5 million cases were opened during that month, and $2.50 each, we are closing in on 100 million. Think of it this way, by buying a key, you're going to deposit $2.50 and you hope to get something greater than your deposit. This is what CSGO cases are. However, in this case, unlike a casino, you are not playing against Valve, right? Like, if you open an item that can be sold for 300 euro. Or in this case, 20,000 euro.
Bro, the description. 99% of gamblers quit right before they hit the big one. Oh my god.
Well, that money isn't gonna come from Valve. They will come from a player that will buy the skin from you. So, on your deposit, the $2.50, essentially, their house edge is 100%.
Bro, what is that example skin, I swear.
Valve keeps...
Why a Mac 10 Heat?
Everything. And in fact, if you sell your skin on the Steam market, Valve will take another 15% cut on top of the sale. Like I said, if there is money to be made efficiently, Valve is gonna be right there. And while CSGO gambling websites are very popular, CSGO case unboxings are even more.
It'll always be my all-time favorite game! It will! Yes! Woo! I love Counter-Strike! Talk to me. How much is it worth? I need to know in chat. Spam it. That's a $16,000 knife, just like that. 3, 2, 1. Oh shit!
Huh?
Let's go!
Ice propagator blurred out.
Fucking delusion. Top notch.
Thank God. Thank fucking God.
Now the mood is completely. It's set up for it. Oh, it's another blue.
The thing is,
It's set up for it.
this would have still been a loss. I'm pretty sure that this dualies wouldn't have even been money back, by the way.
Oh, it's another blue.
What we got for you here is a case opening.
In today's video, I am going to be opening 500 recoil cases.
10 of every single case.
2 of every single case. 300 revolution case.
2,000 revolution cases.
Juiced. Ah! Yes! 1.5 minutes left! Oh my god. This is one fan who combobulated every knife that I've ever opened. Oh god. Why is the list on the right is... Oh yeah, it was quite aware when I saw it. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, no. I know what I'm about to say, bro. This is why I play the hobby. Oh my. Bro, oh god, here we go. Holy f... This feeling! Oh my, I feel so alive right now. Oh my god, I'm so addicted, I think.
Unboxing a gold item is like having a...
Never mind, but I did say that as well.
jackpot lineup in a slot machines. In fact, take one of those, replace the fruits and the symbols with CSGO skins, and you have a CSGO case. That's the reason they all react that way, and you might have noticed they also show the value of the item, because they're not excited by the item itself, but the value behind it. If they would unbox the same item, but it would be sold for €3, do you think they would react the same? Of course not. They are yelling because they know they've won something, as if they've just hit the jackpot.
I want to say no, but yes. I don't know. For me, it's not all about money, else I would be playing slots. I've never played slots. I never found slots interesting. Cases I do find interesting. Why? Because I love skins. Stop the cap. I'm not true. I do like stuff like I've gambling as well. I may have sports gambling. I do find interesting as well. For example, something like slots, zero interests me. Or CSGO case opening sites. The case inside of CSGO does interest me. Why? Because it's from the game. It's if I get something, it's actually something random. It could be this. It could be that. But yeah, I guess at the end of the day, it is the biggest part, of course. Oh, look, is this a good knife that I got? Is this a bad knife that I got? Of course. But I as well can get very excited for an item that's not worth a lot. So I want to say true, but as well, for me at least, I can as well get excited for a skin if it's like rare or whatever, but other people don't care about it. Chad, why come? Okay, this is gonna be a long video, huh?
And down the line, even the ones who refuse to promote CSGO gambling websites will end up promoting gambling through the CSGO cases. That's what I want you to understand, it's overwhelmingly present. And to clarify, I am not calling out these individuals for opening CSGO cases. I'm just highlighting the problem inherent to the design and the accessibility of those CSGO cases. Some are actually opening these cases as a way to show that because the odds are low, you should gamble on their sponsors, but some others refuse to promote unregulated gambling sites and they are just spending their money in CSGO cases while saying that you shouldn't do it. There's a bit of everything, obviously, and I wanted to add this nuance. However, the result of this is that if 80% promote unregulated gambling sites, and out of the 20% others, let's say that half are doing CSGO case openings, that leaves us with 10% that do not engage and do not promote these gambling behaviors. In the youngs and in the adults, we are creating a habit, a normalization. Keep in mind, we are talking about a game. Counter-Strike is a bloody FPS. The focus of the content should be around the game, but in many cases, it's not. Gambling is everywhere.
A fast-paced slot machine.
In CSGO, and you will find it in different forms, and I would even argue that it's become impossible to dissociate gambling and CSGO at this point. And the whole ecosystem is very profitable if you happen to be in the middle of this and remain quiet.
The chain of responsibility.
The reason I'm attacking everyone all at once is because if you zoom out, you realize everything is connected. Let's look at the distribution chain. For the CSGO websites to reach the audience, there needs to be a lot of complicity from the industry. The websites are using the trademark and the API of Steam, so if Steam would stop them, that would be the end, but they don't. Now the content creators, they are tied by different laws and it would be illegal for them to promote unregulated gambling sites. There's also the question of ethic and morals and the advertising rules that even if they were promoting legal gambling, they would have to respect. These are points of tension that could break this chain, but it's not enough pressure to refuse the money. So now they are depending on the next link, which is the platforms. Both Twitch and YouTube clearly say they forbid it. In fact, have a look at this interview from the Twitch CEO.
The thing that was growing was these unregulated offshore gambling sites. And so the amount of money that was flowing where our creators was building the community to drive people to these sites, it was a significant amount of money. So we decided we banned the unregulated, but in general, there's no problem with streaming gambling. But we do have a problem if you're streaming these unregulated third-party sites.
Well, I guess it doesn't apply to the CS.
Hougnagne. Now they do. Twitch just banned CSGO skin gambling sponsorships. This came out, I think, 2 hours after the second part got released. Now, as well, inside of Twitch terms of service, is sponsorship of skins gambling, such as for CSGO skins, allowed on Twitch? No. Promotion or sponsorship of skins gambling is prohibited under our policy, which is new. They added that yesterday, 2 hours after the release of the document.